Yeah. It's the Rec Room, man. Episode 55 with Fidel Maponzo. Hello, Fidel. How are you?
Hello, hello, actor. I'm great, but always blessed. How are you?
Man, I'm good too. I'm good too. I'm super excited to have you here. And you're somebody who is a basketball player, right? But I would tell you that is not first and foremost. I would say above that, you are somebody who is creating impact for the kingdom of God. You're somebody who is building a brand in the social media space. You're somebody who's building a brand in terms of the amount of connections that you're creating in NIL. And you're somebody who is focusing on impacting folks around the world in marginalized, in smaller, in lesser known, and lesser reached communities across the globe. And for these reasons, I'm like very honored, legitimately, to be talking to you because we've never met in person, but that will change in a month's time. We will be in
Correct.
person in Las Vegas, and I can't wait. We will be at AthleteCon 3.0. Shout out Sam Green. Shout out
Shout
Ty
out Sam Green
Buttrey.
for sure.
That's right, man. And dude, with that being said, like when I mention those details about your platform, what comes to mind for you about what you've built and about where you're going specifically in this season of life right now, the next couple weeks, the next month? Like what is at the top of mind for you with everything that you're doing? Because man, it looks like you're up to a world of different things. It looks like this very impressive, like I think of a tray that just rotates and you can keep picking items off of that thing, man. It's like, choose your own adventure. So as we talk about this season of life that you're in, Fidel, what's at the top of your mind? What are you most directly working on? What are you often thinking about right now?
Definitely trying to change my life, my family's life for sure. Because when I talk about wanting to represent the people who come from a smaller community, I'm thinking about me. I came from that same environment. I came from a country where resources were really limited, and having opportunities like these, and even the fact that I'm working with brands that I used to dream about, like I would never had that opportunity in my country back in Angola. So it's like it's a country where usually you have to have money to even do the most basic stuff, like getting like the best healthcare, the best government treatment, like literally anything. You couldn't even have insurance if you didn't have money. Like I'm talking about actually having money. Like people coming from smaller backgrounds couldn't really get the best. And when I think about it, it's like, well, I'm living this life, but well, I haven't changed my mom's life yet. So that is my biggest drive. This is like my biggest motivation of why I do what I do. When I start creating content, I did not know what I was doing initially. And it was just about posting for myself. But now today is bigger than just me. I post for everyone that comes from the same places similar to my background. It's been Yeah, I find it a lot easier to stay consistent when it's like, oh my God, if I don't post today, I'm letting these people down.
Mm.
So it's kind of like I haven't got my mom a better life yet. So hey, get up and go do it. So it's like before, that was how I always thought about basketball when I played. So it's like now I'm using that same discipline into content. So it's like I would say it got a lot easier. I'm always working out. So it's like, well, why not bring my camera around when no one is around? So got me a private gym, a private area. I would say it's been a blessing. It's really changing my life slowly, and I can see the changes because I'm someone that my life hasn't no was not always all rainbows. I really struggled a lot. I came from a lot of diversities, talking about injuries, getting cut. Like I got cut
Mm.
so many times. I didn't even start playing ball until I was 17, bro. Like,
Wow.
the fact that
Wow.
I even made it in college with in full scholarship is such a blessing. Like I would say, I'm definitely a proof of miracle.
Mm.
Um, I started playing. I mean, briefly, how I got into sports was basically through my uncle that was lived in the US for over 30 years. He would always visit back home like every 5 to 5 years. And he came around like he always would bring like gifts. And that particular year, he happened to bring like sports balls for everyone, every nephew, and everyone was getting a soccer ball. I used to play soccer. That was my first love. And when it was my turn, he ran out of basketballs. I mean, soccer balls, and I happened to get a basketball, and I was so pissed. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna take. I I hate basketball. I'm not gonna do this. I really don't like it. So he forced me to keep it. It's like, you're getting so tired, you need to play basketball. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that, and I really hated it so much. I kept the ball. I never pumped her into that ball until after a year. And when I did it, it was to play soccer. I didn't even tell you to play basketball with it. And
Wow.
then, yeah, I had I had two friends in the neighborhood that were older. And they used to play officially for teams, and I just didn't. They kept on saying, "Hey, dude, you're getting so tired. You need to play." I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that." So fast forward, I ended up deciding, "All right, okay, let's go to the club and I will try out." I was terrible. When I say I was terrible, I didn't even know nothing about layups, how to shoot, how to dribble. And this coach was so harsh. And I was not as mentally strong and tough as I am now when I started. So I was like, the coach literally was criticizing me and I couldn't take it. So I was like, I started fighting back. He's like, no, you know what? I'm leaving. I didn't even want to be here in the first place.
Mm.
And then I told my friend, like, this was your fault. I told you it was a terrible idea. And then I ran away again, and I was 13 by then. So I didn't come back again until I was 15. After 14, I played a lot in the streets, and it was starting to get fun. I used to be the kid that, like, when you play with grown people and there's like, hey, if you touch the ball, you just pass the ball. Don't even do nothing. Sometimes I would not even on the jersey. I'm part of the team, but kind of like just someone watching the game, but courtside ticket. Mm. It was just funny. Now when I look into it, like, it's insane. Like, I finally started playing. I got a better opportunity to play. The school really didn't have the best resources. I remember we used to practice in a concrete floor and it was just bad.
Mm.
So I had to leave for a better team. And eventually I got kind of like selected to be part of the first generation of athletes. Is one of the best clubs from our home country at the time, to join like the boarding school and academy. And that was, I would say it was the blessing, but more of like a curse in my life, because it was like the worst time in my life. It was for a military club, so the treatment there used to be really like a military. So I grew up in a military discipline. I woke up a certain time every day, 5 a.m. Had a breakfast. I head to the gym at first from like, I think it used to be 7 till like 9, and then we came back, eat lunch, shower, go to school, come back. The first thing we do before we even eat, straight to the gym, and we work out for like 3 4 hours. It used to be intense. Every day was the same routine. You could not like, we only could go home like every 2 to 2 weeks, and then once the pandemic happened, could not go home at all, and that was
Mm.
the worst time in my life. Like, um I was like, it was, my country is like, it's insane. Corruption back there is insane. You think Mexico is bad? Waiting to go to my country. Like, it really got bad out there. So I got into like some really bad coaches. Like, I used to be a team captain for like 2 years. And then I had a close relationship with the team president. So the president is kind of like a commissioner. Look at Adam Silver and people like that.
Mm.
So I used
Mhm.
to be close to it because I was a captain, and I had a great, always kept my grades up, always was like the best athletes as far as reputation and character. So he loved me. And there was this coach that wanted me to kind of like ask for money for the team, but we really didn't need the money. So I told him like, no. He says like, would you please ask for money? And then tell him that I didn't ask you. I did not mention for you to ask it. I was like, oh no, that sounds so fishy. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. That no literally ruined my life, because they came after me because I was thinking I was gonna snitch on them, but I never really did. So
Mm.
yeah, they did everything to ruin my reputation and get me out of there. These people, they fought for a while. The academy would not kick me out because it's like there was no evidence, and they just had to make up a bunch of lies to finally be like, I okay, whatever. And at the time, I was I hit my growth spurt. I went from like 6'3" to like 6'9", and it was bad on my knees, bro. Like,
Oh, I see.
yeah, it
Wow.
was bad on my knees, so I could not practice. I couldn't practice, so it was like, oh well, he's been injured for so while, he's not gonna get better. Send him home. So they got me sent home, and I was getting like a allowance. So I was getting like allowance of 200 every month, and
Okay.
on top of that, I had my life expenses, insurance, and life insurance, everything paid off, and food I didn't really have to spend. So I used to use that money to help at home and stuff. But once I got kicked out, it was so hard. It's like, whoa, now I'm back from zero again. And I really hated God at this stage of my life. I hit crazy depression. I even thought about taking my life away at some point. It was just so crazy. Like, why would you do that to me? I'm always doing everything right, like praying, being nice to people, and then you give me everything just to take everything away. And I didn't
Mm.
understand that at the time. But I always dream about coming here to play. But when I was there, I was already letting that dream die because it got to the point that I was like, I'm probably not never gonna make it here. So he had to get me out of there that way to kind of like wake me up. Once I hit depression, I remember it was like the hardest 2 weeks of my life. I did not eat. I would barely eat. And I remember my mom always been there. She's always like, was there for me at every stage of my life, whether if I was winning, if I was losing, she was always there. I seen her using like her last 20 to make sure I can go to practice, even though she didn't have another 20. And it was like, man, like this is literally why I do what I do. It's like my mom is my biggest inspiration, motivation. And I also just want to be the voice for every kid that suffer or deals with the same situation, whether not having the exposure is like, I know if I had a best marketing team when I started, I probably would end up in schools like a Duke, bigger schools, because I was playing good. I was putting up numbers in high school, but I had no marketing. It's like, this is pretty much why I also taught myself marketing, NIL, because I was international student for a while. I didn't get my green card until last year. I
Oh,
wanted through
okay.
like a,
Wow.
yeah, I wanted through a diversity visa lottery program, which is damn near impossible to win. It's kind of like a massive lottery that they do, like every country, mostly majority of the countries that qualify for it. It's pretty much like to increase the diversity in the country, and they usually do it for skilled, like a young persons or skilled workers to come to migrate easily to the states. And the chances of winning it is about 0.20%. And the year I happened to win, there were about like 20 million applicants, and I happened to be like 29,000 out of 20 million that won it. Yeah,
Wow.
that got
Oh
selected.
my.
Yeah, and then I got selected 29,000, but only like they select the first stage. They select like 1,010 people.
Okay.
No, 100,000. Yeah, 100,000 people, and they only give the actual green card to 55,000. So it's like I still happened to make the final cut, which was a blessing. That was like I'll say also like the most exciting moment of my life. I always been faithful, patience, but the Lord really tested me like in this past 2 3 years. I would say like injuries in JUCO, not being able to go to like the schools that I wanted out of high school. I had to go to JUCO for 2 years. And then I used to like it's crazy. Speaking to D1 coaches, they make promises and then boom, got ghosted
Mhm.
out of nowhere. Like the circle kept on going.
Mm.
And I just kept on like I did not know what was my purpose. I struggled a lot with my identity for a while. I want to play, and I did really not know like who I was outside of the court. Like I knew I like to cook. I knew I'm a great guy. I'm a child of God. But it was like I didn't know what I would do if I wasn't playing. Like today, if you asked me, I would be okay. If I was like, if I had to stop playing, I know I have plan B on top of my plan B. So it's like I know exactly what I would do if I wasn't playing. I would say NIL did change my life in a crazy way. Financially, it's not showing yet, but I know it's gonna get there eventually. But NIL really was like the bridge to help me understand like, oh my God, I did not know I was good at marketing. I chose business management. Initially, I wanted to be an IT guy. My uncle was like, no, you're like 7 foot. You cannot be sitting all day in the office. I was like, man, I did not want to hear that, bro. Like, I'm like, no, this is my dream. I want to work for the FBI as a hacker and this and that. 'Cause I always wanted to be a hacker. I always loved technology. And he's like, you know what? You can be a businessman, and then one day you might, instead of being working, you can own your tech place. I was like, wait a minute, that actually sounds good. So I was like, all right, I would do that instead. So that was how I got into business administration and management. And then once I transferred to my D2, they had like a sports management. So I was like, well, so I was able to fuse my kind of like I'm doing two majors in one for the price of one. So it was good. So I've been doing sports management, business administration, and sports management. And I knew I wanted to do business, but I did not know where. I was like maybe sports agency. That was about it. I did not have a plan or nothing. So it's like I knew I did not want to do finances or accounting. I mean, I'm not better at it. I'm good at numbers, and I was able to learn it, but I hate it. The stress that it used to cause me when I'm doing schoolwork, and always having to panic if you mess up someone's numbers, and that could end up really bad. So I was like, no, I don't want to do numbers. If I do it, it's gonna be for myself, not for work. Once I started doing, I was eligible for NIL only like I would say I started in November last year.
Mm.
Since all these times that when NIL came out, I couldn't do it. Instead of just completely ignoring it, I was learning it, how like educating myself how to get deals, where to find deals, why other people succeed and why other people don't. So it's like by the time I got it, I was like, whoa, it's time to go. It's go time. I've been waiting for 5 years, and this is like pretty much my last semester. And it's like I need to do everything I can to make some money with this, and at least just get something free. So yes, I can say I did NILs. Post game was definitely my first platform that actually gave me a deal. I remember I was so hyped. It was like about a post game, like a new merch campaign. So I was like, I jumped in straight. I didn't even care if I was getting paid or not. So it was like any deal that was
Mm.
coming, I was going for it. It's like I was working on my portfolio. I did. It's like it's better than having no deals just because you're waiting for something that they might pay you whatever you want. It's like, well, I'm building leverage. I'm getting the more deals I get on my portfolio, the better, the more money you can make eventually later on. So later on, I got my first paid deal. Literally, it was my second one with CVS, paying me a little over 250, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like I couldn't believe it. It's like I used to look at people posting post game like a CVS deal, and I'm like, man, I wish I worked with CVS one day. Every time I
Mm.
go to CVS, I'm like, man, this is gonna be me one day. Once I was able to get that deal, it was like, oh my god. So it's like I didn't know what to do. So I was looking up NIL agents, and they don't even work with you unless you already have a portfolio. So it's kind of like you gotta have something going on before an agent want to actually be interested in working with you. So I happened to talk to this guy. His name is Greg Galeen. He's from Maine. I currently reside in Maine as well. And he literally I purchased like the NIL game plan. So it's like before I even made any money, I started investing myself because I wanted to keep making NIL. So I played for a playbook. He's like, hey, we went over like my strategy for marketing and everything. So I did that. And then after, um, CVS paid me. So like instead of me going and spending my money on whatever I wanted, I went again and paid for the final part of the course. So I doubled down. I was like, I'm trying to make sure I keep getting those deals. I did not want to like, hey, not knowing what to do. So I did it. And then he told me like, hey, I'm only gonna help you if I see how hard you're willing to work. I know you seem like a great kid, you have a good characters, and you have done a lot like good stuff without even having any knowledge already. So I would trust you with he kind of like put me in like in a trial phase. Like if you really do well, I'm gonna try to help you as much as I can.
Mm.
So I was like, that was my motivation. I was like, all right, sounds good. So start like going to every restaurant where I actually eat and preaching live. I was terrible. I used to be shy. I'm not really a vocal. I mean, I am a vocal person when I feel like it, but sometimes I really just don't feel like it. But now it changed because I feel like if I can't be the voice for every people like might think it's cool to just be quiet when it's really not. Getting out and connecting with people is better than just trying to act cool, which is not gonna give you anything. And I was really experienced that. Like I started learning more, applying for every deal that I would see on every platform. So I think I should be connected on like 8 different NIL platforms. On top of that, I'm also pitching for myself in local businesses.
Mm,
So it's like, yeah, I remember like then I was like, oh wow, let me jump on LinkedIn. I used to think like LinkedIn is just for job, boring. I used to say, no, LinkedIn is so boring. It's really just for jobs. I'm not ready to get a regular job. But then I was like, what if I put my basketball like accolades on there and present myself as an athlete because I've seen NBA players like Chris Paul in that couple. I forgot the name of the guy, but he's played for the Nuggets. He's always on LinkedIn
mm,
speaking about how it is like playing in the NBA related to like the work field, and then also realize like, well, I got so many skills that they actually need on a workspace, like the leadership, communication of athlete, the discipline. I was like, I actually have so much I can leverage, so I start building my portfolio, like my LinkedIn profile, showing all the skills I learned through being an athlete and how it translates to the work field. And then, bro, in only 3 months of being active, I would say like in two, I gained like 200 followers out of the
mm,
blue. And then last week actually was my best one. I gained like over 100 followers on LinkedIn. And they all are like a major CEOs of businesses, founders, DMing me, wanting to work with me. People talking about like, I want to learn from you, like how you use AI to like improve like your life and workflow. And I was like, you want to learn from me, sir? I want to learn from you, if anything. I was like, it's such a blessing. So it's
mm,
like NIL lended me like 2 internships, one with Market Price. I used to like, I'm sorry, Jason, but I used to really think Market Price was like, oh my God, they never give me any deals.
mm,
I didn't understand Market Price, how it worked. Um, the whole time Market Price is basically based on matchmaking. And I used to think like you go there and apply for your deals, but it wasn't the case. And I never really even submitted my profile because I was like, oh, this is not like the everything else. But Market Price today is my favorite platform, not only because I work there, but I got to meet like the face behind it, an amazing person, and he truly cares for athletes. And the amount of work we put in to help every other athlete out there is insane. And yeah, I did not. I got selected. Like I think we had like over 210 applicants, and he was only selecting like I think 13, maybe 15 of us out of 200, and I happened to make
mm,
top five or that out of that. I did not think I was gonna get it. It's like he sent me an email about an internship, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna apply just so I don't feel like I didn't do it when I could have done it. I'm probably not gonna get it. And 2 weeks later, I got a call from him, and I was like, oh, there's this is crazy. So that also changed my life. So now I see myself like I really love marketing. I discovered that I'm good at marketing. And with marketing, I started learning more like athletes marketing and how can I bring like the knowledge I knew in marketing into athletes, which is there's athletes like when it comes to like creating your profile and building a brand of an athlete, you need a marketing. So I was like, whoa, I can't really do both. So it's like it's been something that I really didn't I taught myself. And on top of that, I always follow like accounts of people like teaching stuff like marketing and then I mean I've been using AI since it first came out. So I use AI to do a lot of crazy stuff. I will show you definitely an click on the spot. So today is I just wanna if I don't if I'm not playing or even while I'm playing, this is really what I want to do. Like I don't want to be an agent. I would most likely like try to help people with NIL. Even I mean, if I had to start thinking, maybe I eventually start my own like marketplace one day,
mm.
made by athletes for athletes. And I'm just it's just the Lord has been pouring a lot into me, but right now I'm working on putting together like a mentorship where I'm combining my knowledge and how to secure my deals, how to pitch, how to find brands, how to email the right emails and not the ones that you see on social media, and how to email the right person, and how to also be on LinkedIn as an athlete, because I've seen how powerful it can be. And not many athletes, especially high school and colleges, they're not taking full advantage of that.
You're right.
hmm So right now I'll be combining like every resource, like everything I wish I knew when I started, and no one has done it. So I was like, I'm putting it all together, and hopefully it should be soon, at least after AthleteCon. I'm trying to, when I think I'm done with it, it's like, oh my God, I can add, I can always add more, because I'm always I'm adding a lot of value into it. And I'm not thinking about charging people insanely. It's gonna be only $5 for all of that.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Dude, that's a low barrier to entry. I really enjoy
sure,
that. I think that's a beautiful thing because, like I'm sure you've experienced, like most people who run through college experience, you don't have those coins to just be flipping out, to people
sure,
left and right. So
sure.
that's super manageable, and I respect the heck out of that. First off, I want to tell you, man, like, thank you for running me through your journey because now I feel like I'm caught up to where we're at a little bit. But
hmm
I think as you mentioned each of the chapters in and shared the details that you did, I kept reflecting on the fact that you continually had reasons to doubt. You had reasons to doubt that it would work out. You had reasons to doubt that you would be joyful and excited for what's next. You had reasons to doubt that you could pave your own way into this new field that really is. I mean, it's only, call it 5 years that this
Sure,
thing has been underway. It'll be 5 years in July. That NIL has even been in existence. Like, it's so new, the field is evolving, and you come from Angola to America at that time where it's all just starting to click.
sure.
So, given the concept of how that's all starting to click, like, when did you, because you had so many of those reasons to doubt, like, was there a moment for you where you realized, oh man, I think I have something here? Like, this is sustainable. Like, I can actually make the impact that I want to make. When did that mindset shift happen? And what were your, I know you talked about dark days, right? With depression, with being anxious, some years ago. Like, when did you feel like, oh, okay, maybe we have something now?
I would say about a month ago.
Huh?
Yes.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. Please,
Yeah.
please unpack that for me, Mr.
So it's like
Maponzo. I need to hear
I
that.
kept on, the more deals I kept on getting, the money kept on like, oh, it's kind of like became a standard getting national deals. I have not having local deals so far, and now actually I'm expanding my services with locals because I feel like I have enough to leverage now.
I see.
And the more I learned, I was like, I got my second internship with Trainify AI. It's an app that I was going to pitch for like a one-off, and turn out they also wanted to. We basically were sending code outreach to the on the same day at the same time when I was typing, and they also was typing, and then they wanted to work with me, and I was like, oh my God, I also was literally just about to send you guys that. Um, the owner is a former D1 athlete. He was a walk on that also was overlooked a lot. So it really
Mm,
resonates with what I'm trying to do with my story.
yes.
And really nice people, young people around my age, and they come up with this app. It's like a basketball training app with AI as your coach, live coach. So as
Wow.
you're working out, it tells you exactly what is wrong, what you can fix, and tracks your stats and every metric. So I was like, this is cool. I was thinking like, man, I'll probably just work with them one time just to put in my resume and my bio. Like, yeah, I work for another brand on my portfolio. And then um, a one-off deal on the same call turns out into a proposal to, well, come in. We wanted to, we actually want you to work for us, but we want to offer you an internship, and we're gonna see how it goes. And then in less than a month, it turned into a full marketing operations and marketing brand partnership role. So I was like, yeah, it all came through market price. My role as a brand and partnerships intern kind of like got me to wake up, and I got on a second one and I was like, oh my God, maybe I should really do this. And I'm really loving it. And I fell in love with it. So it's like when we talk about sports marketing, I'm just seeing it. I love it equally as much as I love playing. So it's like playing or not, I know exactly where I will be doing
Mm,
after. And then LinkedIn has literally been blowing up. And oh, I mean, I would definitely say that to athlete, like be kind to people, being like re- respond back to people when they text you with respect and humility. Always be humble. Don't matter like how big you are. Never think that you never need people. We all need people by design.
yes.
God made us here to network and connect, not to be on your own because you're not gonna survive. So it's like
Wow.
I always talk nice with everyone. All it took was one person to understand what I'm doing, and he sent me a shout out about my knowledge in AI and sports technology. And I was pitching to this man to for a company, and he turns out, and now like due to his post, I literally got a big sponsorship. The I definitely cannot be close yet. I'm not allowed to share it yet, but I will
Okay.
definitely tell you more in person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, for sure.
a massive sponsorship. I would definitely give you guys a little bit of hints. Like I'm definitely the first D2 player in it. They about to start working with college athletes. Right now they're working with the conference, and their network is big with definitely the NBA and then NFL. They are like backed by them. And then almost every US major sports league and the Hollywood and movie industry also involved in this. So I was like, that was big, all because of me sharing one post on LinkedIn. So I was like, maybe I need to start posting more about athlete empowerment because this is really what I'm trying to do. And it comes out easy when I'm talking. It's kind of like I'm talking to my younger self. And I literally stop. I mean, if you see my pages, you probably will be like, this dude don't even post, but why he keep getting deals? I shut down my personal contents like for I would say for about 2 months. I have
Mm,
been studying my content, seeing why I was performing best, why it wasn't, why it didn't, and then kind of like rebranding fully. So when I get back on it, it's gonna be like a non-stop thing. So lately, I've really just been posting brand deals. To be honest, I really haven't posted anything outside of that. And
I see.
I've yeah, I took like about 2 months of studying myself, what I want people to remember me for, what is my target audience, who I want to help and impact. And it's been a blessing, man. Like God has been pouring a lot to me, and I feel called to bless others because I know when He's blessing you, you're not supposed to keep it to yourself. You gotta spread it out. And I'm not even doing it for the money. I just want like if I'm able to see someone that I helped doing good in life, whether if he don't make it pro, at least I know, hey, his life is changing because of the one advice I gave. So this has been my drive. This has been insane. I can't even lie. I would never think I would be the guy winning. I never like prior to NIL, I never even posted my voice or any talking voice video on my TikTok. It
Mm,
used to be just no
mhm.
talking at all. And it's like I used to be really shy and kind of like I had like a little low, kind of like, oh my God, I have a slight accent. I don't really want to post it. It was like, whoa, that is actually something. Now as a market, it's like, whoa, this is something that I can be my selling point. This is funny. And I'm also funny and I can be funny with it. So it's like now I'm just comfortable being on camera talking. And funny part is like I really grew up in a house around cameras. So I hated camera because of that. Like my dad worked as a cameraman. He had a whole corporation of videographers and cameras. So I'm really good at editing because
Mm,
of that. I started doing editing at early age and camera angles, light. So these are stuff that also helped me secure more deals because every video I basically deliver always got like a nice quality and a good. It's clean and very professional. You would never know that I don't have a videographer. I am my own videographer, and I never really went to school for it. Also happened to teach myself design. So I would say like I didn't even knew I had so many skills that I could even leverage in NIL until I started doing NIL, and it just
Yes.
unpacked all it is. I was like, oh my God, this is insane.
Mm.
So yeah.
And dude, you know what else? Like when I think about your story, I think about how very early on you were lacking ownership. You were
True.
lacking the equity, right, in what you're beginning to build now. Like for you, as you think about that, like, is that a correct assumption for me to say that there kind of wasn't very much individualism? There kind of wasn't very much ownership. You didn't have your own accountability and independence. And has that been a motivating factor for you to continue to build your own work and create by yourself? Because simultaneously, you're curating a safe space where you know that you can take inventory over it and you know that you yourself are accountable for your work compared to being reliant on somebody else, some other entity, some other government, some other business. Like it can just be you against you, and you are that reservoir for and that sanctuary for yourself.
But yeah, actually, I would definitely say I can definitely relate to that. It's kind of like in school. I'm always a straight A student. So it's like, I don't like when they put me with someone that I really don't know how good of a student you are. I know I like to get my stuff done in time. I don't like to run behind people like, hey, is my video ready yet? Oh, no, not yet. So it's like, part of that is because I really don't like to rely on people, especially when it comes to like, is my future on the line? I know how, like, I have a drive. I know when I want something, I'm gonna go all in for it. I'm not trying to associate myself with people that don't have that same mindset. And so it's like, this is pretty much why like a lot of my friendship circle right now, like I really love it. I'm also part of ACL. It's the athlete creator lab. So we all like teach people like athletes how to go from just an athlete into becoming an athlete creator, and it's been a blessing. I joined
Yes.
there as a member, and now I'm being brought up as a coach. So it's just such a blessing. I love the people there, and they also help a lot shape my mentality in business. It's like I went from thinking like, oh, I'm just posting. It's like, whoa, I'm actually a CEO of my own company. Like, what? I've been doing everything. I run so many different jobs on my own, and I get like keep showing up. So I just got like a deal like this week worth like at least 2,000 for free
Mm.
with GoDaddy. So now on my fully on my domain, I went in, I got my domain, and my LLC is being set up as well because I understand I'm working with brands and I have to protect myself against
Yes.
any major issue that might come out of it. People will be at the end of the day, you can do so much good, but people always gonna be people. So I study business and know what to do to protect my name and fully own my name. So I would definitely say that I'm definitely working on like recruiting like a media team. I already have it in Georgia at my second home, but up in Maine, I really don't have. So I'm working on kind of like working with young people. I feel like young people that have the same drive as me would be better than working with just anyone. Even
Correct.
the mentorship that I'm doing is very selective. I'm not just going to allow anyone to join in. It's like when I'm seeing people, what they telling me, I'm interviewing kids, like I'm looking at myself. Hey, when I did not know how to do NIL, I was looking for ways and asking smart questions, trying to find ways to actually want it, because you can say you want it, you want the money, like are you doing it, is there a bigger purpose other than just money? Because even if money is your drive, like if the money is not there, would you still be willing to put in some effort? So it's like I look at stuff like that. If you can tell me that, then I was like, no, I'm not gonna help you, because I hate lazy people. I really don't like to work with people that are lazy, because I know like, bro, this month alone, the past month, I lost at least 15 days of sleeps out of the month. Like I've been working so hard on my own brand and also in this mentorship program that I'm putting together. So it's like I'm more productive around midnight. So sometimes I might be sleeping, and I feel like God talks to me around that time. I get so many ideas and I just start writing stuff down.
Mm.
And it's been a blessing. So it's like when I'm trying to help people, like if you're really about the grind, I'll go all in for you. I'll try to do everything in my power to make sure you get a deal. So far I already have three players and two of them in the first week they just got to do a C4. So it's like I did not take any money. I'm not taking any percentages. This is literally for them. I'm
Mm,
teaching them how to, like, if I know how to, I live by these proverbs, like iron sharpens an iron. Like we are here to shape one another. And
totally.
if I know how to fish, I'm not gonna teach you how to fish so you can come coming back to me. I'm gonna teach you how to. I said it wrong. If I know how to fish, I'm not gonna keep on giving you fish. I will teach you how to fish so you can go and start getting your own and teaching others, like just like Jesus did with the gospel. So
Yes.
everything that I try to do, I always try to share like the wisdom of God, whether if it's a gift with a Bible verse in it, because you never know, people might be going through a lot, and one good being kind can really change a lot. So it's like being myself. I'm always kind to people. It really has been opening doors for me that I never thought I would. Meeting people that I didn't like. LinkedIn, I got like every week I got NBA players after NBA players connecting with me, and I'm like, oh my god, like what have I done?
Huh,
Because I don't think I have done enough yet. I'm not
sure.
satisfied with what I am. I'm still trying to. I have bigger goal to reach by the end of the year, so I won't stop until I get there. And even if I get when I get there, there's always gonna be something new. I'm very ambitious about in a good way though. Always want to be the best version of me as much as I can. So I'm always pushing, always got a foot on the gas into gotta change my mama's life. Got I'm trying to have her here at some point. So it's gotta
Yes.
happen. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's actually when you just mentioned the process that you're going through over the rest of this year. That
Mhm.
starts with the next couple weeks where you're heading out, right?
Correct.
You're traveling the world, man. And you're going to play hoop. And I presume you're going to build some content while you're overseas. Uh,
Absolutely.
hey, can't miss it. Like, tell me and tell everybody out there, what are you doing the next couple weeks? And then how does that connect to our event, AthleteCon, that's coming up a month from now in Las Vegas?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely working hard, staying in shape. I'm always been big on my health and diet, so I kind of like switch my diet. Previously, I used to eat about like 3,000 calories, but I burn so much more through basketball and everything I do on a regular basis. And I'm a tall frame, fast metabolism. I'm always burning more than I actually consume. So I like change my diet to like a 5,000 calories a day and lifting harder and heavier than ever before, trying
Man,
to put at least 10 pounds by the end of the year. I mean, 20 pounds by the end of the year, pure muscle. And I'm definitely networking heavy with agents and coaches from all over the place. So right now, I actually have an option to fight for my year back. I only play like 4 games in the NCAA this year, so I'm trying to connect with people that know if it makes sense for me to stay. I mean, I would say to finish my bachelor, I only have 30 credits left. I would stay for the right school and finish my last year if I can fight it back. I just
totally.
need to find the right person. And if not, also have like I'm exploring opportunities in the UK university system. I've been gotten 3 offers so far, and I'm considering taking it. But also speaking with a few professional agents, I've heard from agents all the way in Asia, Spain,
Wow.
and today, like hours ago, I just hear from Greece and Portugal. I'm going there for films and stats, and then my film is basically been sending all over the place. And
Mm-hmm.
um, all this is basically going to. I'm building more leverage as I go global. Posting globally is kind of like it's definitely going to give me more reach globally. I already have a global audience, but I'm trying to expand it even more. So how does it connect to AcleCon? I'm definitely doing like a big. It's gonna be a huge documentary of showing like, hey, because I've been telling people about AcleCon. There are people like not thinking, oh, it's not true. So
Mm.
I'm doing it to prove them wrong. So
Mm-hmm.
you will see through me later. Then don't cry after when you see me like in all these places. So I've been hearing a lot of great stuff about Sim Green.
Yeah.
Through my my teammate Harm Alexander, he was there last year. I've seen the success that he has had with NIL at the D2 level.
Mm-hmm.
Also know Grace Bayer. She's also
Yeah.
worked with Sam. So it's like I was being excited. Like I seen it last year. I was like, oh my God, I wish I can go to this thing. I even looked up if they had a different one, but there's nothing like AthleteCon, so I can't wait for it.
No, it's gonna be good,
Definitely.
man. It's gonna be
But yeah,
good.
can't wait for it, man. Like being working so hard, invested in myself, my materials, my cameras, and my trips. So it's like I just can't wait to get out there and connect with brands, get to finally meet Sam in person,
Yes,
and get to be around so many great athletes and creators.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I think the thing that I keep hearing, and I've never been to AthleteCon either, so this will be my first as well.
Yeah,
But
let's go.
yeah, but I like you. I've been following along with it for the last probably 18 months or so, and I've gotten to know Grace. I've gotten to know Carter, who works for them, Sam and Ty, and the thing that I keep hearing, Dell, is that the people, all of the people who go to AthleteCon are there because they want to get better. And when you put that many people in a room who desire to grow, to expand, to reach higher, you know that good things are going to come from that. I mean,
Exactly.
you
Correct.
just know. And it's going to be sweet, man. I can't wait.
Me neither, man. I can't wait.
Dude, that is so good, bro. Listen, I appreciate your time. You are a fantastic high character guy. I want you to know that.
Thank you.
Totally. I've been watching you from afar for a while. And when we said this interview, I was like, oh my gosh, I am fired up to get it done. And you expanding on your story and your trajectory confirms to me exactly why I was so excited. Because anytime, Dell, that you look at somebody on social media, right? You watch them and you wonder, is that person who they say they are, right?
Sure.
Is that legit? Are they real? Like, are they actually about the work? And
Sure.
listening to you speak today, it's like, man, you just confirmed everything that I thought. And so I'm grateful for that. And I'm really excited to keep knowing you and keep connecting because, man, I'm convinced at this point that the Lord's put his hand on your life and
Amen.
like something huge is coming, you know, in coming days, coming weeks, coming months, dude, however long it takes, with the faith that you have and that you've continued to show with how you show up and your conduct, like, dude, I know that you're not going to give in to trials and tribulations. So blessed by you, bro. Thankful for you. And
Amen. Thank you, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's been the Rec Room, episode 55 with Brian Rector and Fidel Maponza. Super thankful.
Yes,
and yeah, excited for y'all to check in. And we're going to keep this thing rolling. And for Del, man, have a great trip, whatever it brings
Thank you
to
so
you.
much.
And we'll see
Appreciate it.
we'll see you in Vegas in a month, baby.
See you in Vegas.